went into Celtic as a journeyman, captain de Falkirk, all that, beat Celtic numerous times when we played, always good games. And I was like a fish out of water. Absolute fish out of water. I'm 31, so you're a senior pro. Wait on the training pitch, and I just went, whoa, what's going on here? It was like, honestly, it was like pinball. You had young kids like Simon Donnelly, Brian McLaughlin, Jackie McNamara, all these guys, pass move, popping it all over the place, the Canio, the rondos, the 5v2, 6v2 rondos. It was like, I was never out in the middle, kept giving the ball away. And it was like, I'm serious when I say that. It made me the fittest at the club. I used to get nutmegged every day, but because of all those experiences and because I was 31, I could actually take it on board, decipher what needed done, and come in the next game day and be instantly better for it. Because just watching they play one touch, their heads never down, it's pass, round corners, pass, move, and then putting on board, I'm not a centre half, I'm a footballer. I'll play a centre half on a Saturday. And then at the back of that, with the great Tommy Burns, he was Pep Guardiola, always in your ear. I don't know, he must have done this to every player. He wouldn't, obviously, it's not just me, but he made it feel like it was just you.
Yeah.
Listen, I never, you can't do what McStay Collins does. They can't do what you do. You do your job. You do that. Get better at this. Get better. And then 2 days later, there was times I would go home and I would say to Gordon Marshall driving home in the car, I think I'm the only name that Tommy Burns knows. Yogi. And all he was doing is just hitting you with a big stick to get you into the standard of Glasgow Celtic. The thing about it, David, he could come on the training pitch and train and be the best player. He was brilliant. He was unbelievable. And if it were the intensity and the standard wasn't there, he would leave one on somebody and that would kick off and young v old. It would kick off and I'd be smashing and on. And training was harder than playing in the game, honestly. And it meant that much. And then just towards they signed, I sort of took over for big Tony Mowbray, and then they signed Stubbsy, and it always brought a stout smile on my face. It was all I heard was because I was still there when Big Stubbsy come. All I heard was Stubbsy. Tommy Burns hammering into Stubbsy, hitting him with no matter what, hitting him with a big stick. Speed it up. Don't do this. Don't do that. I can remember in a game I took the ball at centre half all the time in the world. Passed it across to my fullback, Jackie McNamara. Jackie straight to him, took it, played forward. Tommy Burns gave me a roasting. But he never gave you a roasting always in front of players. He would pull you. He says, that's not good enough. And I'm sort of saying, why? I'm sort of saying to myself, he says, that pass needs to be zipped into Jackie. He needs to get him on the front foot. So he's taking on the front foot and the speed and the pace, and we just got it. I think if I was a young guy in there getting all that kind of information, it would go over my head. I think I was at the age and at the time that I was a sponge. Come on, give me it. And I would listen to everything. And don't forget Billy Stark as well. Stark used to join in. He used to knock me every day, just used to laugh. And then old Frank Connor was probably the only guy I was scared of. If I had a growth or anything like that, I would sneak in the side door, because if you would get the big curly finger, come here, you're representing Glasgow Celtic. You conduct yourself in a proper manner. You dress properly and all that stuff. And you know you were somewhere special. And as I say, I'll say that it was all that stuff, all that early stuff in my childhood, for my family, for the platform, for the disappointments, for the fuel that says, I'll show you. Kidding on you were a centre forward, all the ups, all the downs in football, the injuries, the broken legs, numerous broken legs, broken arms, playing through injury, and coming out to get to play for Glasgow Celtic. That was my preparation. If I never had that, I think it would have just went over my head. And that's why every minute, every second, every day, I appreciated it. Even now, when I go back to Celtic, I think the fans know that it was like winning a lottery for me and getting to represent Celtic. I can remember my debut. I signed. I signed. Yeah, I'll tell you, Ferguson McCann didn't know Tommy Burns was signing me. He just done it. I was going to sign for Falkirk. I was sitting in, Bill McMurdo was my agent. We were sitting in the car. The phone went. He went, here's a laddie here. He went, Tommy Burns. I picked the phone up and he went, listen, Tommy Burns, Glasgow Celtic. He says, we've been watching you. I was meant to sign probably the year before, but I broke my ankle against Celtic and I was out for something like about 6 months. Right. And I just said, in a Glasgow accent. I said, Morris. I thought it was Morris Johnston taking a what? Morris. The cunt at Bill McCarthy, Big McMurdo's gone. Tommy Burns. I went, oh Christ, so Tommy Burns, right? Okay, Tommy Burns, right? I'll meet you at my house. I think Bill stayed in Easter House. No, Duddingston, somewhere through there. Big Rangers community. Yeah, everybody knows Bill. He says, you've got one phone call. I phoned my wife. I says, listen, I think I've got to sign for Celtic. I'm going to speak to them. I says, go down and tell my old man. My old man had finished his work. He's in the boozer having a pint. My missus pulled my dad out and says, listen, I think Yogi's got to sign for Celtic. Don't say anything. He went back in the boozer. Everybody a pint. My lad has got to sign for Celtic. How do you money? He says, put it on my slate. Put it on the slate.